All right, good morning, everyone. Back at the shop again. This Monday. We're finally tuning the right-hand drive Soarer. What do they call it? Soarer Sc300, aka this has the 1jzgte turbo with the single. What kind of turbo is that?
6176 precision.
All right, and then basically stock motor, just a fuel system with a turbo upgrade. And this is Omar. That's his car.
Yo.
So tell me a little bit about the car.
So first I got it, I think last year. It was twin turbo.
Okay.
So I went over and did a Ecu Master Classic.
That's right.
To get some power out of it, but I wasn't satisfied. So I went to the single turbo setup.
Okay. Cool. When you did come here, though, there was a lot of electric issue that we took a while to sort out. But it's up and running, nice. This is, I gotta say, man, this is a beautiful car. And the fact that it's a right-hand drive actually makes it even better.
Yeah,
Something.
The motor only has 35,000 kilometers.
Wow. So what is that, like 12, 13,000 miles?
Yeah, about 18,000 miles.
Yeah, wow, okay. Nice and clean. This even has some stickers that I saw earlier. Whoever had it before was having it inspected and done whatnot in Japan. That's good. So we're gonna do a flex wheel tune?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna do a flex wheel tune today with the Ecu Master Classic and see how everything goes. So on this first, at least this is not really a run, it's just a test, I made sure the boost cut is working, as this turbo kind of spools very fast on this 6-cylinder. So low throttle, it is an automatic. There's a couple of things to consider, that the transmission shifting on its own, and when it does shift, it does put the timing in a retard a little bit and takes away some fuel. So I do have to consider that. I just wanted to test if the boost cut is working at lower RPMs and lower gears, and that's what you just heard. So on this run, the car did not feel good at all. These jumps that you see on the earlier on, those are the transmission shifting gears, and that's not something I can control. I tried it in, overdrive off on, on drive, so should we stay on third? It doesn't really care. It just keeps putting it to whatever gear as it wants to. As soon as I press the throttle all the way, it also drops a gear, so I got to ease off of it and then let it shift to the higher gear and then ease into throttle. Also, our pickup, the ignition pickup, did not connect very well, so we didn't get a torque reading. But I already know that the copper plugs this car has is already fouled, and we're gonna have to change them. I'm gonna right now just turn up the boost just a little bit and fix the timing arc. So on this run we did a little better. The boost is still like 20 pounds, I think. and it's tapering a little bit towards the end. I got my timing curve what I wanted, but again the transmission is interfering. But I think I'm gonna still log earlier, so I see when the transmission shifts based on throttle. But I think I'm going to dial the boost down a little bit earlier, so the shifting isn't as hard. And then I'm going to add it back later on, the RPMs. And I still couldn't get the RPM pickup to work properly to retorque. Yeah, he's on 93. His tranny's gonna go in like 50 more horsepower, bro. So on this run, we were able to iron out a lot of stuff, but his plugs definitely need to be changed. He's not making 447 torque. That's just a spike when the gear shifted earlier on, as you can see. But we were able to get the torque readings this time. On to switching fuels. This transmission is known to break around this horsepower and torque, like around 400. So we got to be a little careful, but the turbo has a lot in it. So this is the first run we did on flex fuel. I think the percentage is like 82 right now. Just checking, make sure everything is alright. Now I'm gonna start dialing in, upping the boost, starting to smooth everything out. We still haven't really changed the plugs yet, but we are going to. A quick note about this Ecu Master. It's pretty good. I love the software, love the way it logs, love all the parameters, and the interface is very, very good. One of the best things about this one is the way it does flex fuel is you literally tune two different tables, and whatever is available for your first map is available on the second, and then you have a separate sets of blending, which I think works really, really well. It's one of the best ones I have seen, and they do make a plug-and-play harness and whatnot for the Evo 8s and 9s. The support is pretty good. They're here in Texas and it's cheap compared to AEM and Heltec. Changing out the plugs made a big difference. The car is running smoother, and we made a little bit more power. I am going to increase boost now, along with a degree of timing at a certain spot, right when the transmission shifts in that RPM. And it seems to shift at the same RPM when I hit the throttle, no matter what. My biggest worry for this car is the transmission. It's interfering and there's no way for me to tune it. There's no accessibility to that. Typically people do swap it out for a manual, and I'm hoping the customer will do that. So on this run, I actually went through all the RPM range, which was I think 7,500, and it was good. It felt good. Everything, AFR, boost, everything was on point. I'm not in the efficiency range yet, but in the next couple of runs, I will be. I also noticed the transmission is kind of making a weird sound, but Omar is expecting something, to break. He really doesn't care. I think he wants to upgrade to the manual. So I am getting close to the power that the customer had set in mind, and again the tranny does not feel so good at this point, and he's starting to slip on the dyno, but it's his call and he wants to continue. So on this run, we have achieved our goal. I do not want to increase any more boost or add any more timing. There is a lot left in it. He's running around 25 to 27 pounds, and he's making good power. The tranny does not feel good at all. I'm literally hearing sounds. So I want to basically stop right here while it's still safe enough, I guess. Let me see what the client wants.
So I'm feeling his fucking tranny between 6,000 and 7,000. It's just starting to give out right now. I'm gonna see what he wants to do.
So after the last run, Omar agreed that it's just better to stop right here. We'll redo the tune and increase power once he gets the tranny. We're gonna take it for a drive, make sure everything is all right. And the car doesn't have a passenger seat, so Omar is literally sitting at the back hump. This was a good tune, I think. The ECU had issues. We fixed, as most of them is just wiring. And I mentioned earlier, I kind of like this ECU when it comes to interfacing and everything compared to the couple of the other ones that I've tuned before.
See, he's driving smooth.
Yep, so smooth. Bro, you weren't lying.
No.
Yo.
As with all cars, low end torque isn't good without the right set, especially on a street. You don't want any of that stuff. It's pretty dangerous, especially rear wheel drive cars. And Omar basically wants all the power as soon as he hits it, even at 2,000 or 3,000 RPMs. He doesn't have slicks in the back or street radials or our compound tires or anything like that. And I'm basically afraid for his life, and he does have a heavy foot. He just wants to go, but this is what he wants. I was a little hesitant on tuning low-end power on this, but I let him know that I'm not going to just give him whatever he asks for. I do have some kind of responsibility since I'm tuning this car. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please keep the questions coming. I am collecting them. I am putting a list. I'm answering the questions on my videos as I can, and then some people I'm just answering directly. And please mention when you do send the questions into my email if you want the questions to be aired on my video or not. If you do not, I completely understand.
Okay, so how do I know what kind of couplers do I need to order?
4-ply. We can order them for you.
Yeah, you can if you go ahead.
Yeah, we'll take a read of what you have.
Thank you everyone for watching. I hope I was able to help someone, and keep subscribing. I love the emails, I love the messages, and thank you everyone. I feel very privileged to be able to do this and be in a position to be able to do this. And then really the messages are just awesome. Keep them coming. Thank you.